My name is Karen. I own Leavitt Lake. I was born on December the 20th, 1917. I was born in St. Thomas, Nevada, which is now under Lake Mead and has been for several years. We lived in the southern part of Salt Lake. My mother was an excellent seamstress, and so I kept probably hounding her to let me do it. Well, she did, and was trying to teach me how to sew on a machine. And it wasn't a machine like we have. And so I was very smart. I ran that finger in it, caught it, and it scared me so bad I yanked it, and so it tore it open. While we lived in that house, we had our first car. It was a Ford touring car. We didn't have any air conditioning, didn't have a radio, we didn't have a heater in the car. We were taking our trip in the car, and we went down to Delta, which seemed like it was a long, long ways away. On the way home, we had an automobile accident, and none of us appeared to be hurt. I mean, critical at all. But my mother was pregnant, and when she had the baby, they took her to have the baby. It was after that, before I was told or I heard that she had died. Something to do with the accident had caused something to, the baby did not live. I was 9 or 10 years old when my mother passed away. When I was a kid, I didn't look forward to a car at 16. I didn't look forward to a car, period. I guess I didn't realize that we had so little. I never realized that we were hard up. I never lacked of food. I met Lee at school. He was good looking, for me anyway. He had some good manners. And he was nice. He didn't have a lot of slang talking. I liked Lee's family very much. They were very nice and very easy to talk to. Anyway, there was never any objection when we told them we were going to be married. I was married on July the 1st in '38. And then Vivian was born on June the 14th in '39. Janet was born on August the 18th of '40. In 1949, we had the chance to move to Baldwin Park because it was close to where Lee was working now for my two uncles that had a foundry business in Azusa. When we left Baldwin Park, we moved to Glendora. Lee didn't join the church, although he never questioned it or never questioned when I had to be gone. He went to church with me. Most people didn't know he wasn't a member because he went regularly enough that nobody, in fact, my aunt, she didn't know that he wasn't a member. So one day he came and he said, you know, if you'll give me a year, he says, I'll join the church so that I can stop whatever I'm doing. And he did stop smoking. He didn't drink. We never had coffee in the house. My brother Neil baptized Lee in the Pasadena Stake Center. It's where we had to go for the baptism. When Lee passed away, we were living in Azusa Ward, and had been. In fact, we had been there long enough that Lee had been called to be bishop. In Azusa Ward, he was a bishop for almost 7 years. We would have been married the year he passed away, 66 years. I would love to be 80 again, to be able to do everything that I wanted to do. Physically, I was able to go do work. I had a car. I could be a chauffeur to a lot of people that needed it. But I was older than they were, not able to do it. But I had that pleasure of doing it. I've had a happy life. I'm very proud of my family. Like I say, one or two maybe have done something that they wished they hadn't done. So you have to listen to them. And if you can do it with love, you're better off. I've never kept a journal, and I'm paying for it now. I never kept dates. I mean, write down dates of things that happened. Because you didn't keep a journal, you don't think of those things. You just turn it off. And so you've missed enough. We're having a hard time trying to put things in order. I would like them to realize that the church is true, and that their parents are true members of the church. They're living it. And if they want to do something for their mother and dad, they're going to have to live that way too, because they want to. They want a desire to make my mom and dad happy and proud.